my perspective. Yeah, from my perspective. It's my perspective. Yeah, yo, am I wrong or is it just you? Or did my life show me some things that gave me my view? And if I went through what you went through, would I be you? I don't know. That's too many questions with no answer, but plenty chances for many lessons. Am I willing to learn that it's all perception? That the picture that I paint ain't the one that you sketching? So can we disagree without drawing a weapon? Long as I can understand that it's just your perspective. Yeah, it's my perspective. Yeah, from my perspective.
Back to another episode of My Perspective Friday. Hope you had a wonderful, wonderful week, but we're about to have a topic that I know everybody is excited about. It's going to be on fire. Before we jump into it, I like to see how's my peeps doing from the past week. How's it going, Kai?
It is going great. How are you doing, Miss Tequila?
Doing well, doing well. What's up,
Awesome.
Holden?
What's up? What's up?
Hey, I see you got the little scruff on there today. What's happening with that? Loving it.
You know, I like for right now, before I start my new job, I'm letting my last couple days with my beard go, and then shave it up, and then you'll see me clean face it every
New
day.
job. Sure,
Yeah.
like your other employers, but that doesn't.
Oh no! Personal training. It's personal training in my own location.
I'm just
Is they okay? That's what the actors and entertainment and everything do. We get jobs all the time. We got to do
All
what we
the
need to do.
time.
But I love it because, you know, what our topic's going to be might kind of intertwine with, you know, what's happening over there with Holden. Love it. How's it going, Keone?
It's going good. I'm glad to see Kai here. I like that. I know we've had the one thing, we work with people who are really, really busy and have a lot to do. So sometimes we see the same people for about a month, and then everybody else gets to kind of sprinkle in. So I love it.
Love it.
I love to be here.
Yes.
She spent to get here on time.
Yes.
And she was driving 95 in a 40. I was like, whoa.
No shame. None.
It's all right. You got here safely. We glad you're here. But we're going to kick off this topic because, hey, we all have opinions. We all have thoughts and feelings and preferences when it comes to this. But the topic for tonight is, can you fall in love with someone that you are not physically attracted to? Boom.
Can you?
Now, physical attraction is a little iffy because everybody's a little different. What's up, Miss Lynn?
Hey.
I'm glad you hopped on. What's going on with you?
Listen, I could not, I had to leave an event so I could make sure that I was here for this topic.
I'm loving it. Well, we just jumping in. I had just asked the question, so you are right on time, my dog.
You didn't drive 95 in a 40 like Kaya did to get here, did you?
No, I was just a mile away, so I was already ready for this. My problem was I jumped in and nobody else was here. So I'm like, what's going on?
We were here. We were here.
Just in a
No,
different
I
area.
came in about 7:15, but nobody was here
Oh,
yet.
yeah, you was a little early.
You were early. Okay.
I was trying to, no. Let us remember, I was not early. I was on time.
Oh,
That's right.
okay, military time. Yes. You're on time, you're late. You're on time, you're
Apparently
late.
CPT
Yes, ma'am.
doesn't apply to her.
That's right.
Well, I love it. So let me introduce this question one more time, just in case people didn't get that understanding, right?
Mhm.
People fall in love every day, and we don't know why, right? So can you fall in love with someone you are not physically attracted to? And that might just be at first, right? So who wants to jump right on in there?
As a friend of mine said today, I initiated the same conversation. And he says, well, obviously people do, but that might have something to do with why the divorce rate is so high.
What? Ooh. And why is the divorce rate so high in their opinion?
It might be that we fall in love and then find out that physical thing wasn't really working like we thought. We could look past it, but then we couldn't look past it. Okay.
Well, they might have been married to someone that was really physically attractive and thought it would work and realized all that, woo, honey, wasn't working either. It could be that way too.
In the statistics of divorcing, I think it's like maybe like 4 or 5. I know number one used to be infidelity, but now number one is finances is the number one lead for financial and financial stress, and then infidelity comes second. But
and kids,
the movies have kind of tried to force that narrative on us. You know, you think it's gonna work that way of, hey, as long as I like them, I'll fall for them in the end. That's why catfishing became such a weird thing.
Right.
Like, let me pretend to look like something I know you're physically attracted to, and then when you meet me and realize it's me, you're gonna say, "But it was you behind that I fell in love with." That's how all the movies end, and that's not how that happens in real life. That ends up with a lot of people time wasted and heart hurt.
That's called lying.
For that,
that's why it didn't work. You lied.
Right.
The movies will make us think, you know, Shallow Hal or whatever. Hey, you fell in love. When a guy looks at a beautiful woman, the first thing in his mind isn't, I wonder if she's smart and stable and all of that. Now, if you're looking for marriage material, maybe those things are top priority. But just in the big scheme of things, you start talking to people that you're physically attracted to. Now, somebody might come along and start talking to you, and you might start to fall for them. But with me, just personally, there has to be some type of physical attraction because he ain't gonna work.
To talk to them or to grab a conversation, or
no, we're talking about. You said the question was, could you be married to someone you're not physically attracted to?
No, could you
or
fall
be you
in
be
love
fall
with
in love?
Oh, could you fall in love with somebody that you're not? No, I couldn't.
Oh, so you couldn't fall in love with somebody you're not physically attracted to?
No, that's a part of it. I'd be lying to myself pretending I did.
So, like, when you're just talking about a scenario, like when you meet a person, the first thing is physical attraction. Doesn't mean you may not spark a conversation with them, right?
I didn't say I wouldn't spark a conversation. Okay. I'm talking about the whole point of in love. I can meet someone that I'm physically attracted to, and their personality can make me no longer attracted to them. But I never have ever in my 44 years of living met someone that I am not physically attracted to, and they have wowed my brain to where I have now fallen in love. Right. We still got to do that other thing. And if we always got to do it with all the lights off, I don't want to do it.
Right.
Okay. So it takes a while. Now, some people believe in love at first sight and falling in love in a day or two. And I'm like, I don't get it. But, you know, to each their own. You know, maybe it's that physical attraction.
That's called, Tila, whether there is this sizzle. Whether there's some sort of attraction that's like, okay, I got this attraction. Let me see what else is going on.
Right.
I know that's got to be happening.
Yeah, because when you meet people, in my opinion, you're not meeting them necessarily say, oh, I'm going to fall in love with you today. Right?
Right.
So it's like, how does that work? So that question is kind of, I don't know how I would place it. What you thinking about, Kai? How you feel about it?
I think that in order for you to actually fall in love with somebody, there has to be some sort of physical attraction from the jump.
From the jump?
Yes. You have to be attracted to them at some point, whether it's their personality or it's their physical attributes. You cannot fall in love with somebody without having that sense of attraction from the beginning.
From the beginning.
I like what she said, physical, because when we say physically attracted, we immediately just think looks, but there's other things that can make you physically
right. Like you can be attracted to a person's personality or something that kind of draws you in. Attraction, I don't think just is based on looks. I think attraction can be many things, many languages, just something that attracts you to that person.
Right. Like kinetic energy.
Exactly.
All of that is a part of the pie, but if I ain't physically attracted to you, I don't know how far I can go. For instance, I got an example.
Exactly.
I have a friend of mine, my a little friend of mine, he likes big girls, like big girls, not thick, and he'll let you know, no, not thick. She need to be big. He's like 5'6".
You are emphasizing that big.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's 5'6", 140 pounds, but he wants them big. I am not physically attracted to big people, so you can have a personality I love. If you put it in that big person's body, I don't want it. And if you take that same personality he loves and put it in a skinny person's body, he don't want it.
Right. So that's a preference. Yes, because everybody has those preferences that they like, that they are already attracted to beforehand. Absolutely. What about you, Holden? How you feeling about physical attraction and falling in love?
Well, I wanted to first ask this: is this just a relationship about falling in love, and then like, yeah, you're moving on to like marriage or whatever, the happily ever after that you're trying to look for, or whatever?
Not necessarily, because everybody who fall in love don't necessarily get married.
Right.
Okay, because I was going to bring this up. Like, if let's say you have a work relationship with someone, all right, you guys are good business partners, all right, you may love that person if business is going great, or when you guys are creating this business from scratch, all right, whatever you guys are doing, all right. But if
this is love,
yes, I do. I wanted to say this, but about the love situation, yes, I do agree with a lot of what everybody is saying about there has to be a physical attraction and then like a personality attraction. I do agree with this. If there's not a piece of both in there, like, yes, I feel like I don't want to waste that person's time, and I don't want to waste my own time and hurt that person down the line, honestly.
You're talking about two different things, Holden. Loving somebody and being in love is two different things. I love Lynn, but me and her ain't I love Lynn, but me and her ain't in love with each other.
Right. It's subjective, because like you can have a different kind of love for people. Like you have a love for your parents, a love for your siblings, you have a love, but we're talking about, I think, relationship love, right? Like marriage, like, yeah. So, I mean, absolutely, obviously you're not attracted to your parents or your siblings or anything like that. However, and you have love for them, but this is like a partner, I believe, like a boyfriend, girlfriend, fiance type deal of love.
All right, then yes.
It's funny because I'm gonna
personality attraction to it.
Right, I'm gonna throw something in there because I saw something on the internet not too long ago about a woman who has been married to her husband for a while, some years. They have 3 kids together. She did the ancestry test and come to find out they were related. So when you mention family, it's like sometimes you have to remember some blended families, people don't know of each other, and that attraction happens because they are related. They have something that is attracting them, and they don't know. And that's
just reminded me of the Black Family Reunion. When you see somebody fight, you be like, "That's your cousin, like 3rd cousin or 4th cousin."
Cousin removed.
Like how removed?
Removed by marriage? You mean by marriage?
Right. You're like, "Oh, that's your 7th cousin on your great uncle side." Okay,
that don't count. Yeah,
because you know what's very interesting this morning. I don't know if we can, I'm going to call out another show. Don't you know this morning on the Steve Harvey show, there was a letter that really focused on this same topic.
Really?
Where a woman was 45 and she was, attracted to a 60-year-old man. Now, of course, this goes back to
You said 60, right?
60, right.
Okay. Oh.
Okay. Making sure.
I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, I was making sure.
Acknowledging all these great things that this man had done for her. Mm-hmm. And they got to a point after so much time where he had her travel with him on a business trip, paid all the expenses. But girlfriend was upset, got up, shut the brother down because at whatever age he was, she showed up and he was in the hotel room with a thong and had a muscle shirt on, which she did not like. Okay, but the bottom line was she was happy about the way everything was going
until she saw him in that thong.
Saw the brother trying to be what he thought she might have wanted him to be. And she said something. The brother got up, left, got another hotel room. The hotel called her.
Okay, so hold on, Miss Lynn.
Hold on,
Miss Lynn. So let me understand. So she liked everything about this person.
Yeah, the fact that
until he put on some type of outfit.
Right.
That he thought she would be attracted to.
And months later, yeah, when they got together, all of a sudden she saw him trying to be sexy.
She didn't like the saggy balls.
She wasn't into the thong. She wasn't into the muscles.
She didn't like the saggy balls. That's what
it just wasn't working.
She didn't like the saggy balls. She didn't. Yeah. She didn't like what she saw.
Say nothing about that, because I ain't saying that's what you got at 60. I am not the one.
I'm not saying that either, because I know some older men that are. But I'm just
saying he's got to slow walk her into that. I mean,
the bottom line was she was falling in love with him until he showed her some aspect of his sexuality, sensuality.
And she dropped
was
a bad habit.
What she wanted.
And it wasn't what she wanted.
Okay, that's supposed to be a conversation. So obviously, it was some other things playing. I feel like in there, she was in love with the money and everything else.
But you like this, you like that, you like this. He gave you this, he gave you that.
So that goes to Miss Lynn, and anybody can answer because everybody's attracted to different things. Like Keone was talking about earlier with his friend, everybody likes something specifically that's a physical attraction. Some people are drawn to money, and it sounds like her. Some people are drawn to the physical. Some people are drawn to,
saying that. I disagree with that.
Some people are drawn to a person's mind, because if you can't mentally stimulate me, I don't see nothing good on you for me. So you can be the finest thing in the room, and if you can't stimulate me with conversation, nothing is happening. So everybody has something that they're drawn to, and it's different for one person compared to another.
I disagree.
You disagree?
Okay.
Like I said earlier, all those things make up the pie, but we keep doing this thing where we acting like physical attraction ain't the big one, because it's going to be.
I think it is. I think it is the big one.
It's going to be very terrible intimacy if you don't. You can love all that other stuff. You can be happy in love with the stability and the amount of money and the mentality. But if you're not physically attracted, that sexual.
But that's what I'm saying. Everybody's physical attraction is different, though.
I'm talking about the main physical attraction. I like what I see with my eyes. I like what I see.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have to. I disagree.
Intimacy with my eyes. Intimacy was my eyes, my touch, my feel. People like to feel. Just like there's people who only like people with muscles. That's what they like to feel. If you ain't got no abs, they don't want you. Hey, that's their thing. I know people who don't like light-skinned people. They like black people. Yeah. They don't like light-skinned people. It's just it's a physical thing for them. And that's why I think you have people that fall out of being in love. You two fall in love, you're physically attracted, but one or the other lets themselves go. And you start losing that physical attraction for the other one. Next thing you know, they cheating on somebody that looked like what you used to look like.
Right.
Some people fall out of love because there's other stuff.
I know that this is supposed to be somewhere around a PG show, but I'm just gonna make it.
Whoever said that?
Wait a minute, hold up. I'm just gonna say this publicly out loud.
Okay, out loud.
If you're not a panty wetter, if you ain't got no swag, we done.
Again, that goes to what you like.
Did I say that?
Yes, you can say that, and that wasn't even bad.
Lynn, what you're doing is you're being honest, and you're destroying these Disney movies that act like that's the big one right there. That's the big one.
For me, if there's no swag, a friend of mine defines it as this. If I'm not feeling, I can't even necessarily describe what it is. Mm-hmm. But if there's no je ne sais quoi.
Je ne sais quoi.
We good. We done. We good. We friends. We good.
Got it. But again, I know personally of a person who was you look at them, you be like, oh heck no. But again, their personality is what was physically attracted. I know most people say if you don't look the part, I can't talk to you. But if you take the time to get to know people and their personalities, that
That's
could
a
be
different
what draws you
attraction.
to
That's not
them.
physical though. That's a
But you
different
see
attraction.
what's
Yeah, it's an attraction.
It's
Like
still
there's
an
different
attraction, so
kinds.
you can
So
still
it's
fall in
not a
love with someone that's
physical
not you're not
attraction.
physically
It's like a
attracted to.
mental
No,
attraction
no, I'm
or
not
a
disagreeing with you on that, Tequila. I'm just saying that's still a different attraction than physical attraction. I'm not saying you
yes.
can't fall in love with them. I've been in love with people, but I wasn't physically attracted, and I was just honest with myself. I didn't. It wasn't gonna go too far. Because why, like Holden was saying about time, that's one of the problems that people get into relationships hoping something
Mm,
else will change and develop. You can't get into a relationship
no.
hoping because I love these two
right,
things, I'll learn to love the other things.
right.
And
Mm-hmm.
that really
It's a
never,
recipe for disaster
yeah,
from a woman who's divorced.
yeah. And
Well,
just
it
It
like I
is.
depends
was
because you're
saying,
not gonna get along on everything. Everything is not gonna be the same. You
well,
gotta
no,
find
not get
things you're
along.
compatible
No,
with,
no, no.
and then grow.
I'm not talking about getting along. I'm talking about just the different attractions. Just like I could be physically attracted. What I'm saying is, you guys are we're not like arguing which one's totally wrong.
Right, right.
I'm saying I'm just talking about physical. I can be attracted to you physically, but the mental attraction may not be there because you're a blooming idiot. But I'm
Mm-hmm.
still physically attracted. That's all I'm saying. I'm just talking about the physical part.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but what you're saying, Keone, is that if it's about an extended relationship,
Mhm.
then somewhere along the line you're going to consider both aspects of it.
Yeah.
Whether there's okay, and what I'm saying is the same thing. The mental part, that's a given. That's going to have to be there. Okay, but if for me, if and it has nothing to do with how you look. It's really a spirit kind of connection. Either I'm attracted to you or I'm not. Now, there may be some things that I'm already going to stay away from, and that is if you can't run down the track with me, if you can't do certain things that I'm up to doing, that's a whole nother thing because I already know where I am in my life. But the balance of it has to do with either you make me sizzle or you don't.
Well, see,
Basically, Lynn says you better have big dick energy. That's what she.
got to, got to. But just
So
looking at a person, and they could be the finest thing in the room, physically attracted, and they don't have it, or vice versa.
You
exactly.
are correct.
So
Right.
that
So
kind
to
of
get to
brings
the big dick energy, you got to learn some more things first.
You are
But you
correct.
got, yeah, but that's a given. See, for me, that's a given. The rest has to do with whether there's a sizzle that occurs between me and you. If
I'm
it
just
don't,
I'm just commenting on it. Like if we're saying what are the things that you consider to fall in love with somebody, then we can go all over the place. I'm just talking the point of physical. I have grown mentally attracted to someone. I've gone spiritually and chemically attracted to someone. I've never grown physically attracted to someone. Either I was physically attracted to you or I wasn't.
or you're not.
Right.
Right.
And it can
Because,
go both ways. Like I was saying, somebody can
right.
be, in my eyes, remember, everybody's physical attraction is
Right.
different. What's
Right.
not attractive to me is attractive to somebody else. I've been told I'm handsome, and I've been also told I look like a gorilla. So, to each his own, right? So,
Right.
yeah.
but you can have someone that's a 7, and their connection with you and their mentality makes them an 8 or 9 to you.
Right.
And you can
Right.
have someone that's an 8, and their mentality turns them into a 6.
Or
Right.
two. Right.
But I'm not jumping from if he's a 3 physically in my eyes, there's nothing they can do to make it jump to an 8. That's not going
Right.
to happen
Right. Right.
So,
physically.
Holden, has there ever been a time? Because I mean, I know of people who were not attracted at first, and then down the line, you look back and be like, well, dang, something about you now, that something I didn't see before, but now I'm kind of attracted to you.
Right. That's called maturity.
Maturity, and that's
Yeah, I was
called
just
the
about to
mind.
say that.
Mind
I
doesn't
think
know what it wants till it wants it.
I think that's like when you start off as friends, is when you're kids and you're like, oh, I don't really think of you that way, and then when she goes through maturity and blossoms and that stuff, and then you're like, oh my god, oh, I never saw this side of you before, and you try to go
about the glow up.
But
it's like that. It's like that person you think they're okay, they're cute, and then you find out they like all the stuff you like, and they get cuter. You know, just like Lynn finds this person. Let's just say that Lynn finds this person, attractive enough. She's not over the but they're attractive. And then they meet in passing at whatever place, and all of a sudden she's out there warming up and stretching. Next thing you know, he comes up and starts stretching. He's like, "Hey," and she's like, "Hey." She's like, "What are you doing?" He goes, "Oh, I'm practicing for a triathlon." Bam! It just went up a couple notches.
Right.
It just went up. But if he is 5'7", 250, I don't care if he run out.
I don't care how much stretching.
I don't care how much he come out there stretching. She probably gonna be like, "I'm good."
Oh gosh. Keani, bam. Yeah.
Boom! Hit it on the nail.
Like, I'm good, because that's just not in my. She said you can come back in the wintertime, but until now it's getting summer. I'm gonna have to go another round.
But I have known things where people were not physically attracted to people, and it switches. It's two brothers that are fraternal twins. One is fine as all get out, like woo woo, and the other one you look at and be like, "You sure that's your brother?
You sure that's your twin?
You sure you even connected in somehow?" Because they were totally different. But his brother's personality was so much the lesser attractive brother's personality was so much better than the fine brother. So people was like, well, why is this brother over here getting so much more attention than the fine one? Because people always think of physical as what I see in the mirror, what I'm looking at dead smack, and it's not always that. Because sometimes that fine one over there is not the one. Right. They do have some people when certain things I like about you, certain things I don't, and then I grow into it. Because again, falling in love is not overnight for most people. Well, some people do, but not for most people. So when you ask the question, can you fall in someone you're not physically attracted to? You got to think about that time progression. You might not have been physically attracted at first, and then it grown to that, like a person, oh God, I didn't realize. And now you are attracted. And you falling in love with somebody you weren't necessarily attracted to at first.
You can. That's why I say you can go from a 5 to a 7 to 7 to 9. What I'm saying is you ain't going from a 3 to a 9. The one that wasn't deemed as physically attracted, somebody was physically attracted to him eye-wise, and then sometimes they outweigh. Just because we say, hey, let's say just for shits and giggles, there's 5 levels of attraction you have for someone. Maybe he met 3 of them, and that's good enough for them. Whereas the fine one, he had the physical attraction, but the other stuff I was saying, they weren't attracted to that other stuff. But he was physically attracted because everybody kept saying he was fine. So we know he's physically attracted. That's all I'm saying. It's still physical attraction, and the other stuff is different attractions.
Right. I think it brings it to a caveat, because what is people's definition of when does it become love and lust?
Lust is
because those are 2 different things, and I think a lot of people get them confused.
Absolutely.
Love, lust.
Infatuation.
Exactly.
You gotta wait till them dopamines start to weird out, and that. But that's we all know a lot of people that stayed in relations too long, and I'd be like, is it really that good for you to keep putting up with this?
That big dick energy you was talking about earlier, nothing else. Drop your draws.
Even with talking women, even on the woman side, it's like, is it really that good that you keep putting up with this nonsense? And all they have left is the physical attraction.
Yeah,
you know what?
Physical attraction, because I can attain to that.
Tell me this.
It doesn't even be physical attraction. It's just the sex is good.
Well,
but
I'm gonna ask this, and it's always been this way, Kaya.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever noticed? And tequila, it may not work for you, but I'm talking about in general. People who are deemed attractive get a lot more leeway than people who aren't. It's always been that way. Nobody tells on the cute girl for being late to work.
We call
Everybody points out the ugly chick is late to work. Okay?
We call it pretty privilege, and it
pretty
exists.
privilege.
Pretty privilege. It exists.
Kai, what are you calling it?
Pretty
privilege.
privilege.
Listen, it's
okay.
just like, I mean, don't bring this up. Just talk about look at slavery. If the woman was attractive, where was she put? Was she put in the field? No. Where was
In
she
the
put?
house.
I was
In the
watching
house.
Django, and I don't know if have y'all seen Django?
Yeah.
It was the
Been watching it
scene
for
where
a
they had the Mandingo wrestling, and when Mr. Candy said, "Everybody get out," and the one black lady didn't leave, and he said, "Not you. You stay right there." She's like, "I know you weren't talking about me," because she was fine. So it's like even then, your looks could get you.
It's a thing. It really
Just
is.
somewhere.
Unfortunately, it is.
It is.
Right.
You do need that other stuff, though. You need that other
You
stuff.
do.
But that physical attraction, just on that, I agree with Tequila in the sense of there are so many more things to be attracted to when you're falling in love. But when it comes to that physical, we try to kid ourselves a lot. It's fine to do all that other stuff, but if you're honest with yourself, there's certain things people can. What's a thing that someone can do that just makes you? For instance, if I see a woman running for some reason with the ponytail coming out of a baseball cap, I don't know why that turns me on. I don't know why.
Everybody has things that turn them on. You're right. You're right.
What's
I'm not
something?
even talking to them.
What's something that you see that just like, ooh, it's like a thing. Whether it's a certain way people wear clothes, a certain way they talk. I know people are attracted to accents. You know, what's something for you, Holden?
If if you can wear jeans and leggings, if it looks really good on you, I don't know. I guess that's a weakness to me. I guess.
So Holden wants a
Skinny
soccer mom.
jeans and leggings.
Yeah, if you look good in jeans and leggings, I don't know why. It just
Right. Are you
that
sure?
that is a weakness of mine. I
Are you
guess.
sure you're not talking about those hot
Physical
yoga
attraction.
pants? Holden, are you sure you're not talking about them hot yoga pants?
Yes, I'm
Jigging.
the category with it.
The Lululemon?
Yes, yes, exactly. Who is it? Michael something said that a lot. In
I don't
the,
know. Holden wants a soccer mom. It's adorable.
What about Kyle? Kyle, you have something that's like, you see it and it's like, woo, before you even talk to him.
Eyes.
Eyes.
Guys' eyes. So whether they be green or blue, if they're pretty and they have long lashes, and it's the eyes.
The eyes. Miss Lynn, I already see you over there in it. What you looking at? What you seeing? I already see that. So what you seeing over there? What is it for you?
For me,
She's still thinking about that 5'6", 250-pound guy in that speedo.
no. For me, I would say, I'm gonna tell you. For me, it's the way a man wears a suit
Oh God,
and shoes.
she want a deacon.
No, I don't want a deacon. I'm not
I like a
looking
guy
for
in the
deacon.
suit for
I'm
sure.
not looking for a deacon, but it's the swagger. And I have discovered through time that a man's feet make all the difference in the world.
I
to
get a
me.
pedicure every Tuesday, Lynn. Holden over there talking about, do I have suits? Do I have suits?
Suits and feet. Suits and feet, y'all. See, suits and feet.
It's about, I mean, because I would say that I have experienced in life. I mean, it's not about whether you are the finest man. There are
Correct.
certain things that, I mean, I've been out with the quote unquote, what people would consider the finest man. Okay.
Oh, okay. She's gonna throw that out there.
yeah.
All right, Lynn.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I those ones that are too pretty.
Go ahead. What's your point?
Pretty.
Then we got to the feet, and I was like, "Oh, baby, put your shoes back."
You know what's sad about that though? I remember my first real girlfriend. She went to do my laundry and she was smiling. I'm like, "What's wrong?" She said, "You're the first boyfriend I had that I wasn't scared to wash your underwear." And I'm like,
"Ooh, they had some traffic."
That is a
They had some
thing.
traffic.
It's like baby wipes, guys. Baby wipes. Come on.
That part. My first physical attraction would be, I don't know, it's kind of hard. I love broad shoulders and a bald head.
Oh, girl, it's about that bald head.
Nachos and a bald head.
Hey!
That bald head.
Hey!
Taylor,
I'm
they
in
don't call it.
there!
Wait,
I'm in there!
hold on, Taylor, they don't call it a bald head for nothing.
You know what I'm saying? Nachos and a
Yeah.
bald head. When you turn around and I see your facial hair, I'm like, oh my God.
Oh my God.
Jesus, hallelujah.
Tequila said he come up with a handprint.
There's so much you can work with that bald head.
Tequila, you
You
see
know
my
what I'm saying? It's like, yeah.
Taylor, I feel you, girl. Listen,
Yeah, that's my thing right there until you open
I
your mouth
like
and
a
do something.
bald head. I like small. I don't mean like petite feet, but I don't want petite feet.
Right,
Okay.
right. So before we get real deep in that, because that one right there has brought something to me, and this one, I think all the ladies, I feel that y'all feeling me on that. But
Girl.
we get ready to jump into this fella that is so funny. He gonna do some things. Some people might be upset with him, but we're gonna get into this clip from Jeff Cox versus the world.
Oh,
Take
they
it away.
said all the ladies like we don't like our salad tossed.
We're talking about bald heads. You don't know.
Here we go. In 3, 2, 1.
Hello, I'm Jeff Cox, and I just want to give you a piece of my mind, my 2 cents worth. First of all, I don't mean to be mean. You know what really makes me mad is when you go to the bathroom, you're sitting there, and you look over and there's no damn toilet paper. Now that will piss me off. Yep, just got back from a cruise. I'll never do that again. If they won't let me drive the boat, I ain't going. Forget it. Got seasick. I don't know which one it was, but I was sick. Fuck that. You can call me Karen or Kevin, but you can also kiss my ass. Now back with the show. Hello, here we are again. Everybody wants you to use self-service drive-through, self-service everything. One of the things that really burns my ass, when you spend your money, everybody wants you to say thank you. They want you to bag your own groceries. They want you to use the easy teller self-service machine, and they'll come and help you if you get stuck on something. But no, I'm not going to do that. Took my grandson to Taco Bell, and there's 2 girls standing up there. Y'all go wait on me? And the girl says, you have to use that machine over there. I think she called it the kiosk. And I looked at her, I said, I better don't, because I don't have to do nothing but die. And you're going to wait on me if you will sell me any food. So she begrudgingly took my order. I paid her. She didn't say nothing back. I looked at her and said, you can thank me now. And she looked at me like I was crazy. I just don't understand. But you can also kiss my ass. Now back with the show.
Here we go. In
He ornery.
That's the hangry, the kiosk. I don't have to do anything. I agree with him that I don't have to do anything.
Hey, I check out my own stuff. That's how you get the discounts.
I was watching a clip about that. feeding the meter and nothing in it. At the self-checkout.
Oh man.
So we all have certain things that we see, and it's just like, right? But then we have to think about things that come up after that, right? So falling in love. Okay, some people do it very quickly. Some people it takes time. So do you feel like you can grow into a person who wasn't physically attractive at first and then becomes attractive later and you fall in love with them? Kyle, let's start with you.
So if you said that you physically, gain attraction over time, I think that is possible. But I don't think without the physical attraction that you could develop those kinds of feelings for anybody. Maybe after time, like if somebody's value is hidden from you in the beginning, which can happen, you can overlook somebody, and then over time you see things and you're just like, hey, that's interesting, or that's unique, and that's kind of drawing me in, and you go from there. Like, I believe that can develop over time. However, I don't believe that you can get to a love state without physical attraction.
Okay. So you may not be initially was a
Right.
physical attraction, but it became
Right, but it
physical
can
attraction.
develop over time if, like I said, if you see things in a person where you're just like, hey, that attribute is attractive, or something that you just didn't see right off the bat, just developed over time. I believe that that is possible.
Okay. What about you, Keone? Feel like it can be developed? You know, you keep saying that 3 to 8 can't happen.
Nope.
Nope. 100% no.
I just think when people do, that attraction's always been there. They've just probably denied it in their head. You're physically attracted. You're physically attracted. Again, I've never have fallen in love with somebody I'm not physically attracted to. Now, I can be fond of someone. I've liked someone. I've been sexual with someone that I'm not as physically attracted to, but the in love part never came. Um, and I think what we do is we sometimes we try to shame people and make them think it's shallow. I always say you're attracted to what you're attracted to. Some people are attracted, older makes them attracted, younger makes them attracted. Skin complexion makes them attracted, size makes them contracted. And I really get annoyed when someone gets mad when someone is not attracted to what they are. That
Right.
doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. It
Right.
just means they're not attracted to that. And it's
Right.
so um, annoying when that happens. But with me, I'm just talking about me, it's no. I'm physically attracted. I'm physically attracted.
Okay. Okay.
Because
What about
the level of physical attraction, just because someone's not a 10 doesn't mean I'm not physically attracted. Anything 6 or higher, in my eye, of a 6 or higher, I'm physically attracted to. If
Right.
you're below the 6, that means I have no physical
No desire.
attraction or desire to be intimate with you.
Got you. Got you. What about you, Lynn? You feel like it can develop over time for you to fall in love with them if it wasn't there initially?
I think it would be a surprise, like Ernie, like Gomer Pyle, surprise, surprise, surprise. I mean, I think it's one of those, whoo, how did we get here moments.
It's a surprise, surprise.
Whether it occurred again or not is a whole different thing. I think that we all know what we like and don't like.
You're trying to be so nice. I feel like you really want to say something, but you're just not saying it.
You know what you like. You know what you don't like. You might be in denial. I'm in crisis right now.
You are struggling with that right now. It's like,
you know why? Because we've been taught for so long that saying you're not physically attracted to someone, like I was saying, means you're talking about them or saying they're unattractive. And it's like people need to get, it does not mean everyone's not attracted to everyone that's on the screen. There's somebody looking at us on the screen going, damn, Tequila's fine. And there's some people going, damn, no. There's some people sitting on here going, Holden is such a handsome man. There's some people on there like, absolutely not.
Right.
So we got to Holden said, you'll be attracted to my credit score. But
at the same token, career behind him.
Okay. Words of broken word, you go F off.
Holden said
that bank account.
Hey,
yeah.
Holden said, let me know when that fine man can't get you no house.
Right.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
What I was going to say is, bottom line for me is you either a panty wetter for me or you not.
Turn off the lights.
Turn off the lights. Yeah. Ever since I mentioned that bald head, I think you done got a little
I like the bald head.
Honey, nothing like it.
But we're gonna have to hide you, Keone.
That's my brother. So.
Grow my hair out. Oh man.
Now
you know what? And listen, sometimes you'll see someone that you're not physically attracted to, and I'm like, damn, if I could meet a woman or man that has all the qualities, the other qualities of this person I'm not attracted to, and I can just and put it in this body over here, this would be
Build a bear.
Build a bear, build a man, build a woman. Yes, in the workshop.
right.
Yes.
Right.
And I've heard that. I've heard that from a lot of people's like, actually get that I'm in love with two people. And I'm like, how are you in love with two people? And it's like, because the qualities
Yeah.
of this person and
Yes.
but the looks of this person, if I could just put them together, it'd be perfect.
Right.
And
You can't help who
you
you fall in love with. I used to be honest with my wife. Like I'm in love with that girl. I used to be in love with that girl over there. Not used to. If I ever told anybody I'm in love with them, I still am. I've never told somebody I love you, and I've stopped loving them, because that's when I say it's for real, and that's from people 20, 30 years ago. But you can't help. You're not going to fall in love with one person. You can only help your actions. You can't help your feelings. And if Kaya was the same exact, if Kaya did all the things that drew me to you, Tequila, and me and you were together, I already know, okay, she's dangerous because she is sparking my interest. You know?
That's when that sister wife and sister husband, brother husband got to come out. That's why we got these sister wives and brother husbands out here. Because, hey, you don't know who you're attracted to. You know, and the society has made it where it's just a way that it should be, but it's not the way everybody thinks, you know. And everybody's not attracted to the same thing, like we always say. And a lot of the time society shames you, as you said, to say, well, why are you with that person? That person's not cute, that person's not this person not, well, this is what I like. Doesn't mean that you have to like it. And a lot of people do leave a lot of people based on what other people or society says about what you are attracted to, and you have to be careful with that.
And some people settle, and that's not wrong. Some people say, you know, I'm not really physically attracted to this person, but they make me happy in all these other ways that the other person
and it didn't
doesn't
work.
make me
It's
happy.
a temporary thing. Like when you marry and stuff, you have to take that person who they are as they are in front of you. Like, do not marry for potential or anything less than that, because that is a huge mistake. I'll be the first one to admit I went down that road. It's not worth it. Don't do it.
Oh yeah, I've had somebody get engaged to someone, and they said, well, why are you marrying this one? I said, well, he's the right one at this time.
No.
Like, hold up, wait,
Run.
hold up. But you're marrying for the wrong reasons, and
Yes.
it became a big old conversation. Like,
And I feel like, and this is just from personal opinion, I feel like that happens a lot more with women than men. I remember Denzel Washington doing an interview where they were asking, out of all the characters you play, because you know Denzel used to be the sex symbol. Yeah, I mean he is to some
I
degree.
love him. Like, that was my
And
growing
they-
up. That was it for me.
That wasn't Lynn's. Lynn's was Billy D. Williams.
No,
But,
I love
No, he
Denzel.
wasn't.
okay, Harry Belafonte. I'm sorry.
Okay, I was going to say with Denzel, it was the bow legs for
No,
me.
not Harry
Something about
Belafonte.
them bow legs.
Who was
Okay.
the guy that played? That played in The Wrath of Khan. I can't remember. Carlos Montalban.
Ah,
But he said they asked him, out of all the characters you played, which one do women like the most? He said Lorenzo from Training Day. And they're like, why? That's the only time you played a bad guy. He said because they always think they can fix him.
Yes.
They always think they can
That
fix
was
he just had major swag, like Lynn said. He just had major swag in that movie,
major
honey.
swag.
It was just a swag. I don't try to fix you. I ain't trying to fix you, but that swag was it.
Like, I don't know why for me, but I like bad boys.
Ooh.
Now, what
98% of the women do.
what that means, I can't really define it, but you know, I like street savvy. I like, but I like handsome, but I like swag. If you don't, and I don't mean you gotta don't be coming up to me with no bling, no gold, no this, no that. That has nothing to do with who I am. But there's got to be a swagger and a confidence in you that I know when push comes to shove, you got my back.
I'll take the good guys.
Hold on, me and Holden need to confirm notes. Holden, so let's see. We've been writing.
I was about to ask Holden what draws his attraction.
Holden, let's compare.
A bald guy, basically.
Holden, wait. So you got
big shoulders.
There we go. We need shoulders, bald, facial hair, swag. Bad boy. Okay, me and Holden are
No bad boy here.
notes together.
Yeah, Lynn.
I used to when online dating first started and I was single, I used to have a bad boy with a good heart. And then I realized I had to switch it because bad boy is like boom, boom, boom. So it's hard to get to the good heart part. I was like, so now I need a good guy with a backbone.
It's a lot
Right.
easier on
Okay.
farmers than it is
However
on
you
crops.
want to describe it, yeah.
Yeah. So you gotta think about your terminology. But
Right.
Holden, what is your physical attraction? We didn't get yours. When you see something, what is it that attracts you at first?
A big black booty. That's so true.
Yeah, it's part. Yeah, it's a nice booty, legs, I guess. I don't know. Like I don't know.
We already know it's from the hips down because he done talk about them jeans and them leggings, them hot pants.
Yeah, I feel like it's
Anything
legs
at the
for me
bottom
right
level.
It's like legs right now for me.
I'm sorry, Holden.
Legs
I
and
keep
booty.
throwing you off, Holden. I'm sorry.
No. Yeah, I guess it's legs and booties for me right now.
Legs and booty. 'Cause that's what's in them
Holden
jeans
said-
and hot pants.
Holden said your twerk skills better be on par.
Hey.
You know, sense of humor. What about? I know because I know.
That's a big one for me. Like I love to laugh. So a sense of humor is huge. If I can laugh like all day long, I'm happy with that.
All right, number 50 for me.
You know
Humor.
what?
Sense of humor is good, but some people's humor is too much. So it depends on the type of sense of humor. Because some people's humor is off canter for me. So it depends. You got to know when and when not to.
As a guy, knowing how to cook, I never cared if my girlfriend or when I was married, my wife could cook, but my ex-wife could cook, but I didn't care if she could or not because I could cook. So
Right.
that's another
Oh
thing.
yeah, give me. Oh yeah, cook. Yeah. The other thing I will tell you that matters for me is I just forgot.
So let's go down these lists. Your top 5 to 10 things.
I know what it is.
5 to 10 things that will attract you. So we done talked about the eyes. What else?
Eyes, a beautiful
Eyes,
smile.
confidence.
Hold on, Lynn. Go ahead, Kai.
Confidence is key. To me, I like a guy that's kind of like into his fitness. So someone who takes care of themselves, like me, active, healthy. So I like someone. Well, I'm 5'1", so a little taller.
A little taller? What's
A little taller.
5'5". So
5'5" and up.
Don't get that number, girl. Like 5'3", I don't know.
So yeah, just those things, sense of humor and personality. One that has to be calm. Love it.
I feel like I'm going on a job interview right now.
Yeah, Holden, you're coming back. Yeah. So what are your top 5 to 10?
Nah, screw that dude.
So Holden, what's your top 5 to 10? So we know booty and legs. What else?
I don't like putting people on. I think
It's not
the
putting
main
people
ones
in
I
no particular person you're
I
talking to.
think the main ones are being open of who you are and having confidence in who you are, and not like your nerves and the natural barriers that always come into the first meeting or opening up into a relationship. If you guys, I feel like those are my 2, and then being able to deal with the differences that you guys have, whether it's the big ones or the small ones. If really that's the kicker, then really, like I say, go back to being open, because if you're not able to say that and you're gonna play games, like I'm just gonna read it for how it is and I'm just gonna say fuck off, or honestly, hey, let's go to the next stage, and I'm trying to play it for how it is. But if that's because I definitely I'm definitely a little kid at heart. I definitely, if the game is not there, like, hey, and the chase is not there, like, it's back to the same thing.
Okay.
Right.
Because everybody's, like I said, everybody's physical attraction is different. Everybody think physical is always what I see. So that's why I'm going down this list. So
Yes.
Huh?
We keep saying it's not, but then we keep saying it is.
It is physical.
It's physical, but it's different types of physical attraction.
Well, then there's emotional attraction.
No, what I'm saying is some people like Holden is attracted to the booty and legs.
That's physical.
That's a physical attraction. It's not the face. He didn't say anything
physical.
Well, no, I do agree with Kai. You definitely have to have eyes. I do agree with that. You definitely have to have eyes.
If Holden saw a girl with nice booty and nice legs, and she turned around and that face was nowhere near attractive to him, it ain't working.
But there's other things that's physical attraction too, besides just the face. So that's what I'm saying. What else? So if she had a beautiful face and her body was tore up, like you said, like a person who likes big girls don't like big girls, but her face is beautiful, it's still about what other part of physical attraction you have. Still different. Lynn, what are your top 5 to 10 physical attractions that you're attracted to? Don't act like I didn't just say what I said. Because she can have a beautiful face and then her body, you was like, you just said that earlier.
You know what? I saw a lady like that. No,
I-
but
I
I
like-
saw a lady who had a beautiful face. She had beautiful blonde hair, and she wore an outfit that I don't think I could wear. And she looked beautiful, and she was a big girl, and I was just like, wow, beautiful face. She had the confidence, and I was just like, look at you. Like, I thought she was attractive, you know? And like, there were people around that were kind of looking at her crazy, but I thought she looked great.
Right.
You know, I mean, I couldn't wear the outfit she wore, but she wore it, and she wore that outfit like big girl energy.
Big
And she
girl
was
energy.
Beautiful
Yeah.
face and beautiful long blonde hair.
Yeah.
And I thought she looked great. I was just like, work it, girl.
Somebody that's gonna like her from head to toe.
That's it. That's it. That's what I'm saying.
See,
It's
I see.
so your Lynn done said feet. What else you physically attracted to?
Eyes, a beautiful smile.
Eyes and a beautiful smile.
Beautiful smile. Obviously, that incorporates teeth in there. Okay. Nice. Now the bald head got to be shaped just right. Now.
No peanut head.
Oh, listen. When my husband was living, I'm telling you. It's like, whoa, what you could do with a dance. Right?
She's gonna fall in love with the. What's the
No. It's for me, it's the spirit. It's a connection. It's a confidence level. And for me, it's got to be a man that is not demanding because he's a man and I'm a female. I can take a man that wants to criticize me or that gives me criticism because they want to make me better. When you're giving me criticism because you want to put me down, then I tell you what, we get ready to go toe to toe.
That part.
Yeah,
That part, okay? But from a physical point of view, like I said, for the most part, it's either I'm feeling you or I'm not.
Got it. Keone, what's your top 5 to 10 list for physical attraction?
They gotta be old and almost gone, so I can get that social security number.
I can't with you. I just can't.
I can't go there with you.
I just can't.
I can't do that.
Face. I'm a face body person. I hate when people send me body parts. I'm like, I don't care how nice your body parts look. Can
People
I see
send you body parts.
see what your face looks like?
I think of that big dick energy.
Yeah, can I see what your
Let me
face
show you
looks
this.
like? Because I want to know what it's attached to. Like, don't send me the picture where you arched and I can see your butt. I need to see your face and your body, see if I'm attracted to that. Yeah, it's face and body, and I said physical attraction. What you can see with your eyes. Lynn says feet. Well, the only way you can see the feet is with the eyeballs.
Yeah, but it's not always the face.
But
Huh?
let's
No, I'm not
go
saying
ahead,
it's the face.
Keone.
It's
What
still
you're
physical
saying
parts of
is
the
it
body.
starts from the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are the physical. We tend to forget we're animals because we can talk and drive cars, but we're physically attracted to whatever stimulates our mind and drive physically.
And your
Um,
genitalia, obviously.
yeah, like Holden says, hey, he might be fine, and then y'all ladies be like, well, it's only the size of his thumb. No, thank you.
Right.
So
Got that right.
I'm just saying,
So Keone, I should clarify. I don't go to the feet first.
No,
Okay.
I ain't giving you order.
but-
I mean, I have an orthopedic surgeon I think you'd fall in love with, but
Let's put it this way. The feet could knock you out. Okay.
I
The
got
feet
you.
All
won't be what
right,
get
boomerang.
you
We
in the
back to Eddie
door,
Murphy
but
boomerang.
the feet could pull you out.
Boomerang.
I told
French
you.
fries in a bag.
Boomerang. Eddie Murphy part of the
And you know what? It changes over time. There's once upon a time that what is it like the 70s where a lot of women love the hairy chest men, love hair on their chest, and a lot. I'm not I'm just saying that was the thing that.
Kai likes it. I just don't.
Yeah, I'm just saying. But in the 70s, that was a bigger thing. Chest, mustache, chest hair,
Yeah.
sideburns, like all that. And then now ladies are like, ugh, get all that stuff away from me.
Back to back and all. Yes.
It also changes, over time. Big girls be in, and then all of a sudden, what was the 90s? Everybody was exercising, and they wanted these little petite women. And
Heroin chic is what they called it in the 90s.
yeah, and
What's
then
the
so.
time?
Yeah.
But
Heroin
that's
chic.
when we force ourselves to like what society's telling us to
Society
like,
said.
and again, we kid ourselves because we be trying to,
Right. But you had Sir Mix-a-Lot that came out with that song while heroin chic
Baby
was the
got
thing.
that.
That's
You know
right.
what? You know what guys say? Let's say I have a female friend and I don't think she's attractive, and my two other friends don't think she's attractive, but we end up mentioning her, and Holden comes up saying, "Hey, what's up with Teresa?" What do we say? Oh, she good people. That's what we say. That's how you can tell. Oh, their friend must not be that attractive. But when she's fine, you be like, "What's up with Teresa, man?"
Ooh, everything.
Can't touch her. Hey, we gonna have a conversation before you talk to her.
Hey, and then sometimes it goes back to lust. Let's say you get someone you're not physically attracted to, but you get a little inebriated or things happen, and she put that thing on you. Now you think you're physically attracted because she don't put it on you, and then after a while, once the put it on it has been put on for a while, you're like, I don't really like her.
No.
Yep.
Yeah. That's why you should have a trial period. Test it out first.
We always want to order in.
Here's the first 3-5 sessions, then later you have to pay.
Yeah, exactly. Just trial it out, test it out, and then leave it
You
alone.
always want to eat in, and the only time y'all eat out is when you go through a drive-through. You might be hiding you.
Yeah.
Well, the end is off. Mine is always, like I said, bald head, broad shoulders, facial hair. Is it for me.
She got
And
her
then,
hands up on her knees and
confidence,
her
personality, confidence, and you just being genuinely nice to people. Because some people are just disrespectful, and if I see that you're just disrespectful to other people, it's
That is
just
a
hard
turn
for
off.
me. So
Yeah.
it's a big no for
But
me.
and especially when you're younger. Like I remember, so I got taken to a strip club at like 17 or 18 or what, I can't remember.
At least you didn't say 8.
Somebody took me to one, and I had my little money that I got from the grocery store. You know, when you get that little $65 check, you think you're doing good, especially when they give you 65 ones.
Oh
I'm
my
bald,
God.
right? That girl came over there. They played that John B song that just came out. Don't listen to what people say. When the song was over, I had given her 30 of my dollars, and I was like, "Oh, the song's over." She said, "Yeah, but I don't want to dance with nobody but you." That's all I'm saying. This beautiful woman's in love with me, you idiot.
Yeah, you were getting that lap dance and was like, "Yeah, baby, I'm in love for real." And then,
Oh goodness.
well, this has been an amazing conversation to help people out there because some people do fall in love day one, don't understand it, but that's just not my thing. Some people it goes over time. Lust, infatuation, love.
And limerence, that's the thing. If you don't know what it means, look it up.
Oh, tell them that again.
Limerence.
You want to spell it for them, just in case?
It's Limerance. Limerence.
Look it up, people. Look it up.
Limerence.
People get love and limerence like confused.
Really confused.
Limerence.
Very
I
good.
thought you were just saying limber.
That's why I said say it again, spell it.
Yep.
You know, because I know how it is. I know how it is.
Limerence.
So just be attracted to who you're attracted to. Remember, it's you in that relationship, right? This is my final thought. Then I'm gonna go to everybody else because I always go last. You know, whatever you're physically attracted to, that's who you're attracted to. Don't let nobody else influence you on what's gonna make you happy at the end of the day. Period. So just remember that. You know, but you have to have something because you don't want to wake up in the middle of the night and they scare the hell out of you and you're like, what the fuck did I get into? Boom, boom, bam. So just make sure you're sure about what it is that you want, because your wants does matter, not everybody else's. Your wants and your needs.
Right.
Put that on top of everything, regardless. That's my final thought. Kai, what's yours?
Basically the same thing, you know, just know like what you like and just kind of stick to that, you know, don't, like I said, don't try to like change someone, don't fall in love with potential, fall in love with that person as they are, who they are in front of you, and just know that nothing stays the same, everything changes in time, and if it's something that you can handle, go for it. If not, keep it moving.
Yeah, it is. Holden. Love it.
I totally agree with you, Tequila. There should be a trial run period. Take 5 days, trial run period. Then you have to pay for the ride later on.
That's it. 3 to 5. That's it.
All
Yeah.
right. Take those trial run period. Make sure you get those free trials, and then hey, then definitely mixing what Kai definitely said. You don't want to. Yeah, if you get into those situations, yeah, definitely say very early on, fuck off to that person, and then find the person. Don't waste your time with that person for a long period of time.
Love it. Love it. Lynn, what's your final thought?
My final thought is this: you either do it for me or you don't.
It's all about her people. Or you do it for me or you don't. Love it. All right, Keone, what's your final thought?
It never happened if the dick wasn't snapping.
That's what it is, bro. Dang. Love it, love it. So hopefully you all have enjoyed our topic of discussion today, tonight, on this My Perspective Friday. Can you fall in love with someone you're not physically attracted to? Ask yourself that question. And remember, it's you the one that's falling in love. They do it for you or they don't. Fuck off if it's too long. Take your test. Going through everybody's, and if the dick ain't snapping or the pussy ain't snapping, whatever it may be, make it work for you. Okay? Hope you all enjoy your weekend. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And join us on My Perspective Friday next time. Have a good weekend.
Yeah.
That P word just hits different.
It's 2 different P's.
Funny.
It is different.
It is.
People use one P word more than they use the other, so hey, I put it out there.
Yeah.
You guys are still on live. I just wanted to catch you.
Are you serious?